What's up, guys? Flickify here, and today we're up to episode 66 of this career mode. And I've just been thinking lately about this career mode and how long I've been doing it. It's hard to believe that we're 66 episodes into this career mode. It's just a crazy feat for me to imagine, just thinking about all these episodes I've gone through and how my channel's kind of changed since I did that first upload. I didn't really expect this to last as long as it did, but here we are in the Premier League, and we have our first game against Everton. And if you guys can remember back to the last episode, I think we actually ended that episode playing against Everton, but this one's in that Capital One Cup. So that last match of the last episode was in the league, I believe, and this one's in the cup. So we start things off there with a little bit of luck. Kirchhoff gets a rebound goal in the 18th minute. I think he got a header, hit the post, and the keeper wasn't able to clear that one out of there. But they're going to look to strike right back, and you can see Fellaini making a great run, and he's going to win that header 9 times out of 10. That time he gets it, obviously, because Fellaini, he's just a monster in there. He's just a tall guy, and with that throw, it adds that little bit of extra height to him. I still think that's a nice advantage for him to have. But here's Balanta cutting back inside really nicely, gets a nice shot on goal, but Davis, their backup keeper, I believe, does make a good save there, but it falls to ice check, looks for the man in the center, but the defense does well to clear that one out of here. And here we have Morante at the free kick spot. We're going to get it off to Kirchhoff, and look at this for a finesse shot. That's FIFA 12-esque, and that was a beautiful finesse shot right into the back of the net to give us the goal going into halftime, so that's fantastic to see. 2-1 lead going to halftime is always a good thing, because it just seems like if you can have that lead going into halftime, you can really just coast in the second half, and that we really did continue to do. Darmian gets a goal in the 58th minute to make it 3-1 in our favor, and things were really looking up. But Everton were a nice attacking team, and they did have a pretty strong team. They didn't have their full starting 11, but they still had a really nice team. And McElhaney, I think it is, gets the chip goal there in the 60th minute to cut the deficit down to 1. But it was Dustsucker here on the corner kick. Gets our second corner kick goal in the match, and really unexpectedly, Dustsucker gets the header and makes it 4-2. But Everton here on their own corner kick. It's going to fall to Jagielka, and Jagielka is going to get a shot off, and Coleman is going to clear that one up in the 86th minute. But luckily for us, we do hold off for the victory there in the Capital One Cup, so we're going to be moving on to the next round. And you can tell from the stats there, I think we deserve that win, holding possession, and we did have the shot advantage as well. So we get a couple of emails, nothing really important. We get a whole 2,000 in returns for winning that match. And here Norway with a offer for us, and we're going to respectfully turn that one down because they're just not the kind of national squad that I'm looking to manage at this point. We're going to wait for one of those bigger name squads, and once I get that offer, I will go ahead and accept that for you guys, or any really squad that sparks my interest. Teams like Colombia or the Ivory Coast, or any like maybe 4-star to 4.5-star team, if they give me an offer, I think I'm going to go ahead and accept that. But here in the second game, I think we're against Burnley, if I'm correct. Things don't start off very well. Mukhtar actually suffers an injury there, so we're going to see how long he's out for after our physiotherapist does let us know after this match. But here we do force a penalty. It was a pretty clear-cut penalty. I think it was Morante who went down, and I think I'm going to have our newly signed striker, Kirchhoff, I think his name is, going to go ahead and step up to take this one. I think he has like 68 penalties, which is pretty nice. We're gradually getting players who have stronger penalty stats, so that's good to see. And he does manage to convert that one in the 31st minute, and that was always good to get that penalty and get the ball rolling in this match, because just had a hard time breaking things down. But luckily, unluckily actually, in the 43rd minute, Howison does manage to go ahead and get a goal for them just before halftime. So it was tied 1-1 going into halftime against Burnley. And they were really a tough team, to be honest, guys. Here, De Silva is going to make a nice run to get through their defense. He's going to try to use his pace. I think it's up in the 80s at this point in time. He's going to see Sorrentino on the other side. He's going to sweat that one across in the 76th minute. I knew I had to get that goal, and I didn't really see any other way for me to do it. And here we were trying to make it 3-1 to really seal the deal. Henley's going to get through on goal, doing a nice juke to get by the defender. Cuts back inside and tries to get a finesse shot off, but Isaacson, their keeper, does manage to save that. And Bergamella here trying to waste a little bit of time. Finds De Silva, who's going to send in yet another cross. Sends in the cross, and that one is cleared out from the defense. But at this point, it was really late in the game, and we do manage to hold off for another victory. We're doing so well this season. I don't know what it is, guys, but De Silva there gets the 7.5 match rating, so both teams really struggling, to be honest. And we did really get lucky to get that win, and we were really fortunate to get that penalty early on in the match, and that was really the deciding factor ultimately. And I think Mukhtar's only going to be out for 8 days, not 8 games. So that's good to see because I think he just had a bruise or something, so he might not even miss a match. And here we get a quick scouting report from our scouts in the youth academy. And here's something really interesting. I haven't seen this happen yet in the career mode. Norwich City is looking at a potential financial takeover, so that'll be really interesting if that does go through, because maybe they'll sign some big name player. It'll be interesting what will happen in the next transfer window. And yeah, Norwich, maybe you're looking to make a run to be a top name team in the Premier League. We'll see how things go, and I'll be sure to keep you guys updated as the things progress, I guess. And here we're going to go into another match against QPR. This is in the league, and you guys can actually check out the league table after a couple matches. I don't think it showed in the first couple matches because it was so early on this season, but we're doing pretty well, pretty congested there in the top. And if we go ahead and maybe win a couple matches, we can maybe even move ourselves up to the top 2, maybe even that top place position. But guys, this match against QPR was really difficult. Julio Cesar played extremely well throughout this game, but luckily their shot there does go off the post, and we managed to keep the game at 0-0. So two really strong defenses coming up against each other, and both strike forces really did have a tough time trying to find goals for themselves. And we go into halftime with a stalemate, 0-0, and we were looking to make some changes here in the next half. Kirchhoff here does a nice job to get by the defender, cuts back inside, finds Henley. Henley gets a shot off, but Julio Cesar, another huge save. That one goes off the post, and I think it's Morante who couldn't clean up the rebound because he was offsides. Kirchhoff here again does another chop to find some space. He is defended by the defender, but here Henley does great to get by, but it hits the post again, guys. I don't know what was going on this game. I think that's the third time we've hit the post, and it just happens sometimes, and unfortunately they're going to come right back and get themselves a lead in the 67th minute. So that was really heartbreaking for me to see. We had the opportunities. I felt like we played extremely well, but that's how things go sometimes. Sorrentino here is going to get through on goal, trying to get by Julio Cesar. The defender does well to kind of clear it up, but that one does hit Julio Cesar. But luckily, that does go in for us in the 77th minute. And as the game comes to an end, we just do a pretty typical free kick. But Ivan, look at this shot from him. Under pressure, and he still manages to put that one away in the 86th minute. I was so impressed with that shot. And Ivan, he's just been a clutch player for me. He seems to be a really attacking right back, but he just seems to play so well for us. So that's going to bring an end to the episode today, guys. Hope you enjoyed these wins, and hope you guys are looking forward to that next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like or a comment. Anyways, this has been FlickFi. I'll talk to you guys again soon.